Hey guys, I wanted to share the good, the bad, and the ugly of our recent New York trip. This was day one's outfit. If you're going to wear cute shoes, do it on day one. Your feet will hurt. And I wore these accessories. I felt very old New York. We took a long walk down Madison Avenue and went to Ralph's Coffee. It was an experience. It was worth it. Go to the podium to order. That was a little confusing for a first timer. And then you go pick it up at the counter. They had incredible merch. I knew I wanted one ahead of time, and I ended up getting their kind of classic coffee looking cup with saucer. I love it so much. Had a lot of fun in Ralph Lauren talking to one of their employees. You know who you are, girl. I had so much fun talking to you. And fixed my tights with a whole little. Then we grabbed our iced coffee and jumped on our pre-scheduled carriage ride. I got this on a Groupon the night before. Look at these pictures. The guy, we had Ibrahim and Big Ben as our driver. This is him.
Wow. Yeah.
Everything else you see in the pipeline
Wow.
loaded. Like more than 18,000 trees were imported.
Such a lovely guy, lovely ride. All these photo ops along the way, and took tons and tons of pictures of us. I think this is the most beautiful part of Central Park, the Methuselah Fountain. You can see the rowboats behind it. And we were fortunate enough to get this perfect October day for our ride through Central Park, which was definitely a highlight of the trip. Like I may have said before, I got this on Groupon the night before. VIP tours, ask for Ibrahim. He's our favorite. He was so awesome. And we loved it.
Yeah.
Mr. Popper's Penguin.
Yeah.
It has a beautiful ambiance. That's actually what most people like nowadays more than the food, the ambiance.
That's true.
This is me with our tour guide and our horse. By the way, these $9 hot dogs from Nathan's, absolutely not worth it. We had trouble with the card reader. If you've had a hot dog, skip it, unless you really want a New York hot dog. We went to a bodega and got this food, this really delicious food. I should have taken a picture of it, but we were starving. Here's our Upper East Side apartment that my cousin lent us. Thank you so much. We ended up deciding to go on a tour. Here's the M&M store. I wouldn't go to here normally. It's a tourist trap. It's cool.
Just
Get
keep
kids or
moving,
something.
and then they back
But
up
it's
the whole-
insanely busy. Go early in the morning if you really want to see this well. Their bathrooms were under construction. We had to go to Krispy Kreme next door, and you would think they were Homeland Security. Make sure to get a receipt. Make sure you know where you're going, because they were a little pushy in there. But we got the donuts in order to go to the bathroom, and we hopped on our tour bus here in Times Square, which is insane, but my husband's first time in New York, we had to do it. So here's Sid and I on our tour bus. It's nice. You get open air, you get breeze, you see tons of the city without dealing with the crowds and the traffic below, because you're kind of above it on the top floor here. And you get to see a ton of architecture. You put those little earbuds in and you get to hear lots and lots of the history too, and music, which was fun. I love that because I'm kind of an architectural nerd. See a lot of pictures here. Loved the cool, really old graveyards. Went to a local bar on the Upper East Side. I'll mention it later in the comments. Lovely people there. Loved them. Neighborhood bars are the best. Then we got all spiffed up to go to a Broadway show. We decided to see Harry Potter. It was really, really long, guys, so prepare yourselves. I think they should bring back the two-parter, 2-hour break. Look at these Lego things. Really cool displays. The sets were incredible. The show was amazing, especially the magical effects. So next day was my birthday here. Went to get my free Starbucks while waiting for brunch. Our friends Cal and May met us for brunch. It was so much fun. We adore these guys. It's hard to leave them. We hopped on the train and got to Sleepy Hollow, New York, which was part of our highlights too. Birthday girl crown, you almost have to, right? Then we went Castle Hill and Spa Hotel, which was pricey, but boy, did they decorate. Like, it was good for a birthday treat. They really go all out for Halloween. I'll show you guys a ton of footage. I particularly loved that tower and the October misty morning cold views and the fountains, but you'll see in a minute here, just you're really staying in a place that looks like a castle. And the grounds are beautiful and the decor is beautiful. Here's me in a dress that I made. Here's Sid with some jack-o'-lanterns. There was a witch festival and horse feathers. I love you guys. Thank you for having my back on my birthday. And here's the Headless Horseman at night. Spooky, right? You'll see in a minute I had a jump scare. Here's the beautiful front desk and lobby, just to show you how castle-like it looks. Tons of history here. Hallways, they all had something. Here we go. my God, that scared me. I hope you all had a good laugh at my expense. We've got this misty, spooky October morning in Sleepy Hollow, New York. We're staying at the castle, and it really looks like a castle. Just for my birthday. Then we're off to the Nyack side today. Here was our hotel room. And they had this cute little sitting room. We grabbed coffee the next day after a series of unfortunate events, which is a story for another day. But we grabbed some coffee, and the nice people at the cemetery allowed us to do the tour the next day. So we set off on our adventures here in Sleepy Hollow. We grabbed our rental car. Enterprise picked us up. We went to this cute little deli on the way, and we checked into our hotel in Hotel Nyack. And it was a cute little industrial Marriott kind of situation. Went down to the waterfront, did a little walk down there. It started to rain on us a little bit. We headed back and rested for a while. We were pretty tired at this point. I got this delicious fall sangria. Highly recommend. I'll find out the name of that restaurant. We were hungry and tired, and they squeezed us in. Definitely get reservations if they take them. These are just the beautiful fall leaves and foliage, and it was a late fall for New York, but they were definitely a little cooler. This is the Mill Pond, where Ichabod Crane was said to take its dates in the literary Sleepy Hollow, but the Mill Pond is really old and still here. I do regret not going to their special events, but boy did they save us. Their gift shop, it was cold and windy, like Arctic temperatures windy that night that we went. I'm just showing you some more beautiful fall leaves here. So Sid and I went to the gift shop to get hats and scarves for the cemetery lantern tour, which they let us take the next day. Thank you so much, you guys, for dealing with our craziness and whoopsies that we had. But it was really cool. If you like history and architecture, do wear your most comfortable shoes and bundle up if it's cold night. It was really windy. We got the history on Washington Irving and all the other famous people and interesting stories from the whole cemetery. It is very hilly. Some older couples had to be picked up because it was just too hard. So if you're not super in shape, skip it. Really hilly, really cold, right? So that saved us that half of the deli sandwich at night for late night, and we ordered cake for my birthday. Then the next day we hung out at Nyack at the Art Cafe, awesome little brunch. And I wanted to see the Sleepy Hollow replica bridge over here in the cemetery. It was well worth it for the pictures and just the beauty of it. Look how gorgeous those trees are. So we took a couple pictures here. This isn't the official Headless Horseman Bridge, but it looks more like it would have in the 16th century, which was, 1600s, I mean. And the Dutch church, I had to see it, had to see some graves. Then we hopped back on the train to Manhattan. Ended up grabbing a bite for Sid in Grand Central Station. Go downstairs, they have a whole food court situation, or when you get off the train you'll see it. His chicken wrap was really good. I grabbed a slice across the street at Napoli when we headed home, and the people there couldn't have been any nicer. Seriously, near 65th Street. You guys were the sweetest. Thank you so much. We headed out after a little rest for a dinner in Brooklyn with my second cousin Hannah and her boyfriend Jan. We adore you guys. We had the best time. I regret not taking a picture with them. Oops. But I had my first orange wine, and the service was excellent. Then we hopped in an Uber this time because it was late, and we went to the Staten Island Ferry because you haven't been to New York if you haven't seen the Statue of Liberty. It was Sid's first time ever, so we had to do it. It's a little seedy at night, guys, so if you're super sensitive, go during the day. And maybe go up to the third floor. It's less crowded, and you can get the views and good pictures of the Statue of Liberty, which only the tourists really do. Then I grabbed the next day a coffee at Bel Ami, and I got some sandwiches for the plane, and then I went across the street and got a bagel and lox and all of that. This is the New Yorker, which is everything on it. It was scallion cream cheese. Then we went to Dallas, grabbed our doggy, and headed home. Thanks so much for watching. Please ask any questions.